Congresswoman Veronica Escobar, and I have the honor of representing Texas' 16th Congressional District. It's a privilege to join you during the Andrew Goodman Foundation's Rise Up weekend to rise up against the alarming increase in voter suppression legislation across the nation. 57 years ago, civil rights leader Andrew Goodman, along with James Chaney and Michael Schwerner, were brutally murdered by the KKK during what is called the Freedom Summer in Mississippi for helping Black Americans register to vote. Today, Andrew Goodman's family, including my dear friend and Andrew's brother David Goodman, along with a community of visionaries, are honoring his legacy by advocating to expand voting rights for all. Through the Andrew Goodman Foundation, they work hard to defeat racism and voter suppression efforts that unfortunately still exist today, and I join them on this critical shared mission. In my home state of Texas, Republicans are shamelessly trying to restrict Texans' access to the ballot box and are creating even more barriers for people to vote. Just last month, Republicans in the Texas legislature tried to ram a brazen attack on voting rights through the legislature, sending an unprecedented, terrible voter suppression bill to the Texas Senate for a vote. Texas Democrats courageously walked out of the state capitol to deny Republicans a quorum as the clock ran out on the legislative session. They bravely stood up against Republicans' efforts to make it harder for Texans to cast their vote. But Governor Greg Abbott has now blocked funding for our state legislature as a punishment. He vetoed funding our state government and is preventing hard-working legislative staffers from receiving a paycheck, punishing these public servants and their families. What is happening in Texas is sadly happening all over our country. In Congress, I'm working to ensure that every American, regardless of their race and socioeconomic status, is able to make their voices heard and vote. Earlier this year, House Democrats and I passed the For the People Act to restore the integrity of our elections and put power back into the hands of Americans. The For the People Act will revitalize our democracy. It will end corruption in politics, expand the right to vote, and most importantly, prevent attacks like these on our voting rights. Sadly, but not surprisingly, Senate Republicans have continued to oppose this important bill from reaching the Senate floor. As I record this now, Senate Republicans are standing in the way of passing this important legislation. But congressional Democrats and I, with the overwhelming support of the American people, have been focused on ensuring the For the People Act lands on President Joe Biden's desk for his signature. The work that you all are doing on the ground is crucial to ensuring people's access to the ballot box. You have the power to use your voice, rise up against these attacks, help get people registered to vote, and create a democracy that is inclusive for all. I'm grateful for the efforts and work of the Andrew Goodman Foundation, and I thank you for everything you are individually doing. We can't win this battle without you. What's happening in Texas will keep happening. We need you. We need your leadership. Thank you.